Hello there. Oh, I just pressed play on Instagram, but I just took a photo. Let's go into lives and then let's get that party on the road. Okay. And you are now live. Amazing. So we are live on both channels. That's a good start, isn't it? Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you are well. And let me very briefly, as always, just share this in a couple of groups and share the magic, get the message out there. And of course, in case you don't know what you're checking in today, it's Boss Queen TV. Hello there, Boss Queen TV, your soul abundance channel. Hello, my darling. For the women who want to manifest the magic, aka the most expansive life, aka magic standing for extraordinary, exceptional experiences. Like if you want that kind of life, you got to become the magic yourself. But you already know that, and that's why you're here. And every day we talk about different things to do with your energy, tapping into being a queen, receiving, manifestation, of course, the money mindset, and a touch of the strategy, because you are the strategy, but at the same time, it can't hurt to kind of talk a little bit of strategy now and then, right? Kind of makes sense. So, as I said, I'm going to just share this really briefly. Good morning. Let me know. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, let me know where you are tuning in from. What are you freaking grateful for today? I got nothing but love for you today, because Fridays is all about sharing the milestones and the wins. And today I've also got a very, very, very special message for you, which just got confirmed by the conversation I've had with my client, one of my queens, who just shared something with me, and we can talk about this because we're all very open and honest. And then I was like, oh my God, that's what I was going to talk about today anyway. I'm like, that's just a divine timing. So here's the thing. I want you to remember how incredible, special you are, okay? Now, it's so interesting. Oh, hang on. What is going on here? What's going on here? I hope I shared it. Anyway, if not, I will share it later. Hang on. It's so weird. I share it and then like something happens in here. I don't know. Something's crazy. I don't know what's happening with Facebook. Then sometimes I can't even keep up with the changes. Anyway, so what's going on? I hope it's shared. Let me see. If not, don't worry about it. I can't be distracted by this now. So, but I'm kind of intrigued now whether it's sharing or not. So I have to check. I have to check. So why is it like coming up as like a things party, whatever, watch party? I don't know the difference between doing a Facebook Live and a party. What is it? Let me leave this page. Let me see that I am on my queen, because I'm a bit in the group, because I'm a bit confused. I am. So weird. Anyhow, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to be fully connected and fully present for you. Okay? So, Fridays, always great day. Fridays, always great to celebrate the milestones, to just honor the work that you're doing, honor the steps that you're taking, even if you're not where you want to be. But I hope that you give yourself credit for being so brave every day to show up, to do what it takes. And if you feel like at this point you're like, kind of not really fully pressed play yet, or haven't really done the do yet, then you still have so much time, right? At the end of the day, I just feel like I just had this conversation with my girlfriend this morning too. Like, they're coming over for 6 weeks, and I said, just be mindful that just because it's Christmas and New Year's and whatever, I don't need to take a holiday as such. Like, my soul work does not need a day off. My soul work does not need a holiday. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that during the festive season, I'm going to be launching a gazillion offers, right? But my soul does not need time off. And so I was like, I know that you guys have a very different lifestyle, so we just need to make sure that we kind of honor that. But I said, I'm just going to go out in the morning and do all my things and do all the things, so that when I come back, you probably only get up for the day and I already done all my work. Right? So Don't know why I'm sharing that with you actually, but anyway, I'm just sharing that. Yeah, your soul, that's right. Your soul doesn't need a day off. And just because it might be the end of the week and you get to celebrate your milestones at the same time, it doesn't mean that you're going to just kick your feet back and do nothing over the weekend, unless it's very intentional. Unless you say, you know what, actually, this weekend, I'm setting the intention, I really want to fill up my own cup. I want to take some time out to be present with my family and my kids and my friends, or give myself some space. And you can do that and still do your soul work. I just would like you to honor that, because I think sometimes women have this perception that, oh, it's the weekend, I've got all these things on, I can't do the work, I've got family stuff on, I can't do the work. And I'm like, you can always have space for the soul work. And even if it is literally condensed to like an hour or two, because you know exactly what it is you need to do. Because business doesn't sleep, your soul work doesn't sleep, and people continue to would love you be showing up. And I mean, I don't even do Boss Queen TV on the weekend, right? I do it during the week, but I still do other stuff. And I, and the thing is, and I still have an amazing time living my life. Tomorrow I'm going to one of these wine and painting parties. I don't know, like they're very popular on the Gold Coast here in Australia, where, because my friend's moving back to Spain, we're having like a wine and painting party, or wine and paint, like we're painting and painting whilst drinking wine, which is the latest craze apparently, so that's going to be quite interesting. And and still, like, I've got chakra readings and business empire mapping sessions for my boss queens. We've got money, I'm doing an activation tomorrow morning for my money queens. I've got a couple of coaching calls like this afternoon, actually quite a lot, and even a couple tonight. And not every Friday night I do coaching calls or whatever, but at the end of the day, and I still go and catch up with a couple of friends on Sunday and have brunch, and I'm invited for dinner, like, and it's all possible. That's what I'm saying. You can do it all. You get to make time, space, energy for it all. If you don't feel like that, then it's probably because you're not in 100% in alignment and you're trying to force something, or you're letting ego run the show. You're letting fear run the show, is telling you, or you're still adhering to some rules. Hello, so cool to see you. So you just maybe think that you still need to do business, do this whole gig according to rules. Okay, so your soul work does not need a break. Just because it's Friday doesn't mean you need to then stop, unless you intentionally want to. But you get to do your soul work every day. If you don't think that's possible, then you need to recalibrate. You need to realign. I love how everyone's saying hello today. I love it. Recalibrate. And also release the rules. I just had a coaching session with one of the queens and mapping out her empire. And literally in 2 minutes, she's like, I cannot believe that how easy it is. And I was like, yes. And she's like, I thought I had to do it this way or that way or this way. And I was like, there you go. It's the rules. And sometimes you just need to break the rules and make your own, because you do get to have it all. You get to have it all. The family, the lifetime, the freedom, the alignment, the purpose work, the soul work, the fun, the shenanigans, the wine time, even a little bit of sleeping in, and still the growth and giving and receiving and all of that. Do you know? And that's like a very important message that I did not plan to share, but I'm doing it anyway. What I really wanted to share was how I really would love you to remember, based on all of this, saying yes to your soul life will say yes to you. And also at the same time, give yourself permission to let go of the rules. Give yourself permission to now see how incredibly powerful you are. Yesterday I went to an event of Jodie Ellis, and so amazing. I love this woman so much. I'm going to give her a big rap later, because she is exactly like me, right? Authentic to the core, like true to herself. And, there are so many women, and I, intuitively you can kind of see and navigate, and you just pick things up as you do. And then in the end she said, what have you taken away from today? And I was like, I'll speak, because Sabrina always puts her hand up first, because she's a nerd like that. But it's also, I said to her, it's so interesting. This was really, I didn't know what content she was going to talk about. I just went because I wanted to be around the energy, because I know she's amazing, and obviously I bumped into a couple of friends as you do, because Gold Coast is a small place. And so at the end of it, I was like, this is what I'm taking away from it. I look around the room and I just wish that we all remembered how freaking amazing we truly are, that there's nothing outside of us, there's nothing that we ever have to do. Can we just remember how fucking magical we are, and just get to own that, and as we leave the room, just go and shine a light and just own that. Do you, be you, and allow it to shine, allow yourself to shine. And that was my message. I was like, I just need to share this, because it's, I guess, my message anyway. And so I was like, I want to share that with you again today as well, with you here right now. Either if you watch this right now or if you're watching the replay. Like, stop trying to make things so complicated. Remember, don't be driven by ego or fear. Don't think you have to wait for this perfect time for the stars to align. I love when I say things and they rhyme. Don't let ego make your decisions thinking that you're not good enough yet, or you don't know enough yet, right? Just remember that you have already all the magic inside of you to allow yourself to become the magic. Because remember, when you are tapping into this energy, the magic of your own, that's when you just shine. It's like a complete different frequency. It's a totally different shift. That's when you're vibrating on a whole new level, and you're starting to manifest truly the things that you desire. So it's not about getting to a certain point. It is not about, waiting till everything's aligned, because all of a sudden then I know, then I have the money, then I have the time, then I have this. No, it's about stepping into the energy now and allowing yourself to hang on to that, remembering how truly magical you really are, and then allowing yourself to own that, and the rest will show itself. Yes, of course, there's a few things you can add to that, but that's the core of it. And it's so interesting. So I was going to talk about this anyway, and as I said, I just did one of the empire mapping sessions, and she said to me, one of the things she's like, I've always known that I was different, that I stood out. There she is. I was like, why are you coming exactly just at that point where I was like talking about you? It's so random. You know how always known you're different, always known you're brighter than life, but you get told not to do that. It's like you're told, no, don't shine too much, don't be too loud, don't be too crazy. As I like to say, don't color outside the lines, because you could mess up this perfect painting, which would be interesting. Watch me tomorrow, because I can't paint for shit, by the way. I cannot paint for shit, right? Don't ask for too much. Be humble, be grateful, don't ask for too much. Don't speak your speak your opinions too much. I got told this, still, having a conversation with my dad 2-3 years ago. My dad's like, and I'm like, Dad, this is what I stand for, though. I'm a revolutionary, Dad, and you are still living in an old school kind of mindset. You put all the women in one box. And he's not saying anything bad about women, by the way, but we had this conversation about this one woman being a certain race, and she's like, oh, all the gypsies are like that. I was like, bullshit, Dad. You can't judge everyone. You can't, this is you're so old school and limited in your thinking. Not because of you, Dad, but I'm fighting for women's rights. I'm fighting for women to step into the power and let them be different. And she's like, oh, he's like, yeah, but she's, and I was like, exactly, different. And we didn't even have an argument. It was just I will stand my feet. I will stand my ground. But it took me a long time to figure that out and to own that and honor that. And now I'm like, I just am me. Honestly, I'm just me. And when you figure out that actually you get to be I get to be paid for being me and serving and selling my potions of magic. Really, that's what I'm doing. I'm serving and I'm selling potions of magic. I'm like, here, have a little bit of magic, and woo, now you become the magic. Boom. How easy is this? Well, it's easy because I allow, and I've been practicing my gifts, of course, right? But at the end of the day, what if you were to just remember today? Remember, I know that if you're watching this, you resonate with me, and that means that you already also know that you're different, that you have something inside of you that is wanting to come out, scream, Shout from the rooftop. And so I'm wanting you to just remember how freaking amazing you truly are. That everything's already inside of you. Everything you need is already inside of you. I'll just give you extra potions to like clear the fog so you can see it and feel it and take it on and embody it. Right? That's all I'm doing. I help you find your magic, give you some potions, magic potions, and then you step into being your own magic and you create this truly amazing life. I'm not doing it for you. I'm just assisting. I'm just like, casting off all the spells. And no, I'm not a witch, or maybe I probably was a witch in a previous lifetime, right? But that's it. So, how about you remember that, girlfriend? You own that, girlfriend. And then ask yourself this question, and maybe you want to journal on this question today. If it was completely safe, I'm getting Netflix notifications, new shows. I'm like, fuck, I have never any notifications on. I'm like, what is this? Because like all my notifications are off. No Instagram, no WhatsApp, no Facebook, no nothing, no email, no nothing. Otherwise I'd get like super distracted, as I just did then. Hello, Nemo. Anyhow, journal on this. I'd love you to like literally put pen to paper today, and I would love you to answer this question. If it was fully safe to be all of me now, I would now do what? Be what? Go into that and just like do like a freestyle, like a download, like a conscious stream, like a stream of consciousness. Just download, literally. If it was 100% safe to be all of me now, I would what? I would now, and then you can go into all the different areas of your life. And I invite you to do that, and I'm going to give you brownie points if you then come back and share that with me. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing it, obviously here under the comments, under this video, then come into my Facebook group. That's a very safe space. It's my tribe. It's my, my queenhood. Very protective of my queenhood. So if you want to be part of the queenhood and share, what would change? Like, what would you now do if you fully just honored that magic inside of you and you knew it is absolutely safe to be all of you now? Share that. Come on over. So obviously if you're not in my group, it kind of would make sense if you join that group. Alrighty. That's pretty much everything I have to share. And also, Friday being, you get to promote yourself as well. So come on over to the group and just share your magic with us. What do you do? Share it with us. Like, seriously, I want you to do that. Like I said to my girlfriend yesterday, like, honest to God, like, even if there was like 100,000 people who all do the same work similar to me, go for it. Share it anyway, because there's like literally billions of people and everyone resonates to that one particular person anyway. So even if they're like, that's what I said yesterday, like even if there were, let's say there were like 20 money coaches in the room, every money coach, every business coach, every whatever healer, spiritual, amazing, being, they all do it differently anyhow. So please go and share. Like, I want you to share. I want you to do well. I want you to work with your kind of people. Like, genuinely do. Because I live in a state of abundance overflow. I know the universe always provides for me, and I always have more than enough clients come to me. Like, seriously, like, it's all perfect and divine. Like, you're not taken away from me. You're not taken away from anyone else. Go and share your magic. You want to help people? You want to like live this magical life? Guess what? You also got to like stand for it and share it. So I invite you to share it. Come on over, share it, right? Because you can't just sit there on your ass and expect everything to be coming to you. It's a co-creation. Manifestation means creation, taking the steps, all right? Whilst remembering how freaking amazing you are. That's it. That's all I have. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a cool way to finish this amazing week. It's been a cool week for me. Like, it really has. Literally still going through a couple of interesting integrations for myself. I'm doing a massive integration right now, so I'm not going to go on to that, but cool week. I hope you had a great week. Remember, the week is not over yet. Oh, hello, butterfly coming into my house. And remember everything I've said. Remember the rules. Remember to remember the magic. Give yourself permission to be all of it now. Come over into the group and share your magic with us. And of course, if you feel like, actually, maybe I need to just be giving myself permission to become a little bit more magical and allow myself to make more money and get the clarity that I need. Speaking of clarity, Sheen's literally in 2 minutes, she's like, boom, clarity dropped in 2 minutes, right? She's now going away going, oh my goodness, she knows exactly where to go and in her next steps. And she's the one who, like one of us, she does to do. So if you're one of us, if you feel like you resonate with this and you're like, actually, I don't want to wait, because guess what? What did I say before? I don't even know. Something about waiting for all the right things to align and divine timing, right? Sometimes you also just got to make that decision and trust that, hello, actually you create that divine time as well, okay? So if you want to do that, let me know by all means. Let's have a conversation. I may make an exception to let you into Boss Queen Dynasty, but actually that has to be the cut off, and then that's it. That's it. And I don't know if I'm going to launch anything this year. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I know I'm going to start with the live event in 2020. Woo! Right, 2020. We're going to start with the Momentum Mansion, or Magic Momentum Mansion. So I'm going to do a 3-day live event. But I don't know if I'm going to do anything this year. And so that might be the last chance we might get together. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, because I've been so focused on the Boss Queens. So that's it. It's your call. Last boarding, like literally last boarding call. You want to be running onto that plane to still make it. Reach out to me if that is you though. And obviously if you're watching that at a later point and you reach out to me then anyway, because we can see what at that time is going to be the perfect way to create magic together. Apart from that, I love you so much. I really do. I just really, 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 really wish you could see what I can feel for you and what I can see for you, and make it count, make the most of today, wherever you are in the world. And of course, remember, in order to manifest the magic, you've got to become the magic yourself first. But the good news is, permission to be, do, and have it all on your own terms. That's the key here, being on your own terms, has already been granted.